And so, what sort of tools are you implementing? You mentioned modulating your breath to get these outcomes. You know, is there a specific breathing technique that you're teaching folks? And would you consider it a de-stressing technique to stress better, or is it more, how would you explain it?
This is a phenomenal question. I think I've discussed this in teaching a number of times that we have culturally learned to associate stress management with stress reduction.
Mhm.
Even in the mindfulness community, mindfulness-based stress reduction, it's a very popular MBSR. It's a very popular certification and area of research. And though I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with stress reduction, I think that when we reduce stress management to purely stress reduction, we're missing a lot. So it's not always about reducing stress. And I would argue that over the long term, the most significant stressors are not things we face, it's the responses we marshal in response to those stimuli. It's our response to stressors that actually becomes the primary stressor over time. In the literature, that's called allostatic load, fancy word for just saying how your responses to stress when they're unskillful actually become a primary stress over time. A perfect example of that, and this is one of America's pastimes, is drinking alcohol,
Mm.
right? Drinking alcohol in the moment, does it offer some relief? Absolutely. That's why people turn to it.
Right.
But are you any more equipped to deal with subsequent stress after using alcohol to mitigate stress in a particular circumstance? No,
Mhm.
right? And so you get an erosion of your baseline stress tolerance over time. You get a heightening of your baseline amount of stress over time, and you get a decrease in just your overall health and well-being over time. And so we have all of these responses to stress that ultimately have deleterious consequences and produce more stress over time. So no, I don't teach things just to reduce stress right away.